Hello and welcome to the Penguin Rundown. I'm your host, Zach Humphreys. We'll start this week talking about YSU soccer. 3 games left on their schedule. We'll take a look at those. There you see, for the regular season, Penguins only 3 left. At Valparaiso, at Detroit, and then they'll come home for Wright State. We'll take a look at Chelsea Haney this week as our player spotlight. There you see Haney. 13 games, 11 starts. She, a sophomore transfer, a very nice addition to the team with 5 goals, a couple assists as well. Now talking about volleyball, Green Bay and Milwaukee come to town this weekend to face off against the Penguins. We'll take a look at what they have upcoming. There you see it, Green Bay and Milwaukee coming to town to face off against the Penguins before YSU travels to Chicago to face off against Loyola. We'll take a look now at Missy Hundelt, the player spotlight. She, only a junior, hard to believe. She's been here for a long time, but Missy Hundelt continues to make her presence felt now here in her 3rd season, having another fine season. The Penguins missed her last time out, so they'll get her back this weekend for a couple games, and they need Missy up in that front row. As for football, let's take a look at the matchup. There you see Southern Illinois comes into town to face off against the Penguins. Southern Illinois, a surprisingly pretty decent team this year, 4-3. They were picked middle of the road preseason, but they're 3-1 in the conference. Youngstown State 4-2, 1-2 currently in the conference. So Coach Eric Wolford said this is as close as a must-win game as it gets. We'll take a look at last season's box score now. The Penguins came out of Carbondale with a tough, hard-fought win, 35-23. That score doesn't indicate how close it was. The Penguins recovered a fumble in that game in the end zone late in the 4th quarter to get the 12-point advantage. Jermaine Cook had a big day in that one. Hopefully they can get Cookie going early Saturday as well. Let's take a look at the quarterback comparison. There you see Corey Faulkner facing off against Kurt Hess. Kurt Hess, the veteran of the two. As for Faulkner, in his 2nd full season as the starter for the Salukis, a little better numbers this season than last season. He also has a few more weapons out there at his disposal. We'll take a look at the season stats. There you see Penguins a little bit more on the rushing than the Salukis, but still, Salukis do it by committee. They have a couple running backs. They're nearing 1,000 yards rushing on the season as well. Red zone scoring will be a key component in this week's game. If the Penguins get there, they're usually pretty good. There you see the numbers, 22 of 25. We'll take a look at the upcoming games for the Penguins. Southern Illinois this weekend at home. Then they'll travel at South Dakota State and then come back home for newcomer in the Missouri Valley Conference, South Dakota. And, of course, you can vote for Eric Wolford, www.coachoftheyear.com. That's the Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year voting. And this is winding down, so make sure you get on there and cast your vote. And also, you can follow the Gwins at Twitter, at YSU Sports. You can find them there, YSUSports.com as well. You can find their Facebook. Just stay up to date with the Gwins however you can technologically. Until next week, we'll see you next time here on the Penguin Rundown.